One thing I will tell everybody is every single company is a small town. It's just like a small town. And it doesn't take long to be the town idiot. You know what I mean? It doesn't take long to be the town jerk. We don't even understand, because sometimes as field leaders, we get frustrated, and sometimes rightly so. And we call and vent to somebody, but if we make Susie in customer service cry, that's going to get around that whole little small town that so-and-so made Susie in customer service cry. And it's going to affect reputations. It's going to hurt feelings. Or sometimes we feel like, you know what? They say only put negative up, don't put negative down. So I'm going to send an email on a Friday afternoon to my CEO with everything I don't like about the company and ruin his weekend. And they don't. A lot of people don't think that the CEOs aren't bothered by that stuff. But trust me. They lose sleep over it. Trust me, it's emotional for them too. Here's what I would like you guys to share. What is one thing that you wish the field in general would understand about what you're doing in corporate? What's one thing that you wish that they would just know and understand about you or your company? Anything?
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. Well, yeah, I think that we're very cognizant of that, and one of the things that I loved your analogy in the beginning. I come from a sports background, so I think that it's super important. If I have a basketball coach, I find that the best coaches are the ones that know what it took to compete and to sacrifice. And we have one of our leaders that one of the first questions he asked me 4 years ago was, what is your goal, or what is your intention or outcome with the culture and the community? And I said, this is a tall order, and some people might not agree with it, but I said, the one thing that I really wish and hope we can be great stewards of, and if we can keep this as the intention, is that there is no divide between corporate and the field, because by nature, that's a conflict. You're conflicting with your team. I said, we all just play different roles. The thing about a lot of times, someone that might be on this panel is they don't have the luxury or the privilege, unless they just don't take the weight of the responsibility, to say, you know what, I'm just going to take off for the next 60 days. I'm done, right? Because if they do that, there's a lot of people's livelihoods that are on the line, that they carry a lot of weight, a lot of responsibility. And my father told me a long time ago that the true definition of an entrepreneur is when someone else's livelihood is based and predicated on the decisions that you're making. And so I think that the one thing that we really want to foster within our culture and is that, listen, we're not going to be perfect as a company. I can promise you that. And what we're asking you all to do is just be a part of it with us. So everything that we do, we try to get buy-in from top-level leadership, and to where there is, like you said, true transparency. And, our goal is we're going to make mistakes. And our goal is to make mistakes because we don't want to be afraid to make mistakes. And we just don't want to make the same mistake twice. We want to constantly get better. And so I think that would probably be the message that I would send to everyone in the room, is have an ownership awareness. It's not the company, it's your company. And take that ownership to heart. And because everyone here carries a lot of weight, a lot of responsibility, and I can tell you that they genuinely care about you. And so I think that you're very fortunate, with a lot of companies to have people that truly care like that.
Yeah.